Yeah.
And is your father there also?
No, he isn't.
Okay,
He had
well,
to go.
next time we'll have both of you on, and we'll have you on video also.
Yeah, we'll straighten it out next time. Yeah.
Yeah, so just to let you know, Danny is a friend, a close friend, but we met when I did the reverse mortgage for his father in Fullerton, and his father is how old?
92 years old.
92. I said 91 earlier, 92. So he's getting older all the
Going on
time.
93 pretty soon.
Unlike myself, I'm not really getting any older. I'm
Yeah,
already
no.
older than the hills.
Still looking younger,
So,
huh?
yeah, but both of you were a delight to work with, and I've done two of those loans. So your experience was pretty good, right? And you still did a
Definitely, yes.
second one.
You did a good job on our reverse mortgage on it. You did a good job.
Well, thank you
And
so
in
much.
fact,
But go ahead and tell us about yourself if you want to. It's just
well,
people you've never
I'll
met
just
out there. But
I'll explain out to
just
what
say what
happened.
if there's anything you want them to know about you, let them know.
Well, anyway, I wanted to explain this that we had originally when we went to do reverse mortgage with you, we didn't know each other, and then so we ended up getting reverse mortgage, got to know each other better, and now we go out and have lunch every time. You and your
Yeah,
wife, when we've been close friends,
yeah,
me and my father enjoyed a lot. It's good to have people that you know and people you can have be friends with. Um, but I'm taking care of my father right now here at the house, and
uh huh.
my mother died about 3 years ago.
Your
So
mother, yeah,
I'm the only
yeah.
child. So I got me and
And
my fiance
you
here.
got a real nice house in Fullerton, and
Mhm.
you've really fixed up the backyard, right?
Yeah, we landscaped the backyard, really nice, and also we did redid the bathroom,
Uh
and
huh.
so little by little we're fixing up the house, and
Yeah.
building some equity in it. So
It
this is
seems
good.
like it's pretty well fixed up, but there's always more to do when it comes to a house. And yes,
Definitely.
you had a lot of equity when we started, and you still have a lot of equity, right? Right.
You're right. In
Eh,
fact, because of the pandemic, it came right in time because we both collect Social Security, and that Social Security don't pay much money. So with your help of you, we got the reverse mortgage, and now we can at least have enough money to be able to do things we want to do, and buy things we need, and go groceries, all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. But it came in really handy. But you did a good job on it.
Well, I appreciate that very, very much. But let me ask you a question, if I might, about something you and I both, I think you have had a really great experience with now, and that was you took a trip to Morro Bay just lately, correct?
Oh yes, yes, yes. They know you over there. you're
I wish
a
I knew
celebrity.
them
You're a
better. I mean,
celebrity
I
over
wish
there.
I could get there again soon. But you stayed at the same place that actually my wife and I and my mother, when she was around, we used to go to this same place. It was really at the time the only motel, hotel, whatever you want to call it, on the bay, right on the bay, not across the street from the
Yeah,
bay.
we're right back. Our back patio right at the bay, right there.
Right, and it only had two rooms. Now it's got three rooms, and
Yes,
because they
three
built
one
one
upstairs.
upstairs, but it's still. And so I'd say my wife and I and my mother, when she was around, we started going there well over 40 years ago. And except for the pandemic and mostly my illness, we haven't been there in about a year and a half. But I'm trying to get out there again as soon as we can. Which room did you stay in?
I stayed in room B. I don't know, but
Yeah,
I have
okay,
the number
so
by A, B, and
down,
C.
yeah, on the
Yeah,
lower level.
lower level. Yes. The guy, the owner of the place knows you really good. I mentioned your name, and he said, "Oh yeah, Jay.
Yeah, and
He
he
knows you
gave
way
you the
back."
room for free because you know me,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I hope. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, not exactly,
But
but you went at
they're
the
really
height
nice.
of the season,
Yeah, they're really
and
nice
but that
hotels.
was good. Now you have some good meals while you were there.
Yeah, we ate at a couple places. We ate some fish right by the bay there. Small little place that
Yeah.
we ate there, and I did a lot of shop there. We did a lot of shopping at the shops.
Uh huh.
Really quite good. In fact, I was funny enough. I'm looking at the internet. The guy that won the one winner in California that won the lotto was 699 million. He lives in
Yeah.
Morro Bay. He lives in Morro Bay,
Oh, so
and
that
yeah, and he bought
over
the ticket right
600
there in that
million
rest.
came from Morro Bay, huh?
Yeah, so
You
he
see,
bought the ticket right
Kathleen,
there.
if we had gone to Morro Bay, we might have picked up that $600 million ticket.
Yeah, jackpot.
And, but, it's a good thing people like you, Danny, and me, we don't need that kind of money, right?
No, we don't.
No.
No, we have other riches. How's that?
That's exactly right. We have other riches, friendships, and the great home
Exactly.
that you've got.
And we like the same kind of food, Mexican food. We like.
Yeah, we do. And I used to be able to eat a whole lot more of it. Now, see, you knew me when I was old, fat, and ugly. Now I'm only old and ugly. But you
Yeah.
still, you still keep your friendship in spite of the fact that I lost so much weight, right?
That's what friendships are made of. That's continuing
Yeah, that's what
friendship
friends are
all the
for.
time.
Stick with them through. That's what it means when friends stay with each other through thick and thin.
Thick
Because
and thin, thick and thin, right?
I was definitely thick, and now
Yeah.
I'm thin. So I
Well,
appreciate that very, very much.
and we met your wife. She's a very nice lady, very nice lady. I enjoyed
Yeah,
it.
and she
And she came
comes
on the
with
date
us
with
for
us.
lunch now too.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And what's that place? El Farolito? Is
Yeah,
that the place we like?
Favoritos. Yeah.
In Fullerton, downtown
Right
Fullerton.
in
They have
Fullerton.
another one
Really
in
good mission.
Placentia, which is usually too crowded to get into.
Yeah, they
But
have a
this
lot more
one is
people there.
not. This one is much more casual. Although,
Right.
it still has waiter or waitress type, you actually, it's a sit down restaurant, as they say in the world. And
Right.
good food. And Chili Verde, right? Is it Chili
Chile
Verde? Yeah, it
Verde,
is.
yes,
Chili
sir.
Verde.
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm.
That's your father's favorite, and it's what I'm going to get next time. It's what I got most all of the time, except last time.
Yeah.
And you usually order the burrito that's 8 feet long and 2 feet
Yeah.
wide, right?
Yes, sir. And it's got the wet burrito. It has the sauce on top of it. Yeah.
Oh, well, of course. Of course. That's it. Now, when you were in Central California or whatever, actually, I still think of that as Southern California. I think of San Francisco as pretty much in the middle. If you look at the map, I think I'm right, but so be it. They call that area Central California. Were you able to get to any other areas there?
We went to I can pronounce it right. Capatierra, I think it's called. The city that it's right down, going down back down to L.A. But they have really good pizza place. When I went with my cousin, she knows a lot of places, different restaurants that she goes eat at, and they have a nice, good.
Well, that's what it's all about. I mean, it's like 4 to 4.5 hour drive normally, but for me, it's like 8 to 12 hours.
Yeah.
And I stop everywhere. I like to look at things. I like Los Olivos a lot.
Yeah.
And if you didn't stop this time, you can another time. And, so Los Olivos, Salvang sometimes, I used to think was real commercial, but I still enjoy it, commercial or not.
It was a nice trip, We went by the, it's by the freeway by the one.
Yeah.
Freeway one.
Yeah.
Right by the ocean. You can see the ocean right when you drive by.
Right. And also, if you take the train, which I love taking the train, I think people that listen to the show understand that. But there are some drawbacks, like unless you rent a car when you get there, but you can't stop at all the places on the way. But if you take the train, you get to see a lot more of the ocean because it goes after Santa Barbara. Of course, it goes through Goleta and all those areas. But then, the one kind of ends and melds in with the 101 and then goes inland for a while through Bealton and, Split Pea Soup Land and all that. And then you can split off again to go through Guadalupe and that kind, which we usually do. But if you're on the train, it goes right through Vandenberg, which is really neat because you can see all of the launch pads, some that the military uses and some that SpaceX uses. So that's pretty cool. I mean, you can see all that, and you can see the ocean all along there also, which you can't even if you're driving. And
Yeah.
of course, instead of the 4.5 hours or the 8 hours, it takes about 8 hours to get there. I don't remember exactly. It takes a while to get there on a
It's about
train,
eight
but it's
hours.
all
Yeah, it's
very
about we took about 8 hours.
relaxing.
Yeah, it's a long drive. It's a
Yeah,
long
and
drive.
you know what? Week before last, I went with a couple of friends, and let me know we could do this too. This kind of thing is we took the train just for one night. We took the train to Ventura. And
Oh,
I think Ventura is kind of a hidden gem. I mean, a lot of people they were headed up through to Ojai or to Santa Barbara, and they forget about Ventura. But I think Ventura is really cool. Ventura has one of the greatest restaurants I think on earth, and our director's absolute favorite. Oh, go get the ray gun, can you? Ah, please. It's real easy to get. It's right on the top in the record library. Excuse me, the record
yeah.
room, the mess that we call the record room, or if you're fancy,
Well,
the library.
well,
Um,
Jay, one cousin I went with, I had two cousins I went with, and one lives in
uh huh.
Fresno, and the one I drove back, she moved back to Fullerton. Well, she lived in Ventura for 11 years, and so
Wow.
she knows
Okay.
all the places over there. I mean,
Well,
I've been
yeah. Go ahead. I don't mean to
I've been a
interrupt, but
couple
you
of
know how
times, and
much
it was
I
a pretty nice
talk.
area. I loved
But
it. Ventura, I love the place to live. That's a nice place to live. Yeah.
my wife's favorite, uh, she calls them toasted cheese sandwich, but the cheese sandwich
Grilled cheese
is
sandwich. Yeah.
yeah, thank you. It's called Paradise Pantry, and
Oh, I
it
know
is
that.
so good.
Yeah, yeah.
I had a bowl of soup because I usually can't eat that much, but this bowl of quote spicy wasn't that spicy. Spicy fish soup had there was more fish in it than liquid. And
Oh,
right
really?
down the street, and I forgot the name of this place, but it's been there a long time and it's still open. They have a lot of curious things in there. There's a lot of antique stores, but
Antique shop. Yes, yes, he does them. Yeah.
yeah, but we bought this because I couldn't resist,
Mhm.
and we actually have two of
In fact,
these
there's a
right
couple of
now.
that you mentioned to me about a couple of record shops over there in Ventura.
Yeah,
The old
yeah,
record shop
and I
place they had
didn't have
carried.
time to go to those. I don't know if this is showing up pretty good. But really into science fiction. And this is made by Weta, that did all the special effects for Lord of the Rings and all that kind of
Uh-huh.
good stuff. But there's a little shiny reflection, but so be it. Good picture on the back. And thank you very much for bringing this out. And thank you very much. And lots of antique stuff. And, I've got a friend that says, why do you want to go here or there? What's there? And I always say, well, there's restaurants and shops. And he likes restaurants, but he hates shops. I like shops. But above and beyond all of that, there's a feeling you get in places that you really love and have history in.
Right.
And, he's from New York. He loves New York. And if I ask him, what's in New York? Well, obviously, there's restaurants and shops. But it's a special feeling that you get, that you have history and that you love to do. Like in Morro Bay, at night, I like to get the cigar out and walk from one end of the Embarcadero down to the other end where I can say hello to some, tugboats. I think we
They
gave
have
the
also a
name, we
pelican
gave
that
the
was there all the
tugboats
time. A
names,
pelican.
but, it's a feeling you get. In Ventura,
Oh,
Earl Stanley Gardner, the guy that wrote all the Perry Masons, that's where his office was.
oh really? Okay.
So, yeah, and there's a plaque on the building for that. So let's
Did
hope
you?
we got
Let
a
me ask you a
lot
question.
more trips coming up, right?
Yeah, let me ask you a question. There was a pelican there that comes all the time to the patio. I'm not sure if he was there when you were there, but he's supposed
No,
to come.
wow.
They feed him, and every day he's there in the afternoon, waiting for food. And it's funny because every day we're there only 2 days, but both 2 days he
Yeah.
was just sitting waiting, and people come feed him. And
Wow.
they call him Larry. I think Larry they called him. But it was neat
Larry
because he
the
was
Pelican, huh?
a pelican. Yeah, like that. Right in the patio, right there, back behind the hotel there.
Wow, in Catalina several years ago when we went, people were petting and feeding pelicans, and I couldn't believe it. But there is a graze-in pelican that comes every afternoon to be fed by people, and that's what we've been missing.
Yeah.
So
when's the
I'm
last time you've been
sorry
there?
I've been sick, but now I'm really sorry I've been sick.
So when's the last time you've been there, Jay?
Oh, it's been almost 2 years, well, we probably went there Thanksgiving time, which is also our anniversary time, probably year before last. So it's coming on to 2 years, isn't it, Kathleen?
Yeah.
Which is too long to wait. But, I've been sick. What can I say?
Yeah. Yeah. You're feeling a lot better now.
I've had friends like you and your father and other things that make it all worthwhile.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Copperfields is the name of that shop where we got the ray gun from.
Copperfield.
And we've gotten a few other things, books and things like that from them. It's good that they're still there. But Morro Bay, we've been reading a lot of the places that we know the shops have closed, some of them permanently. But, I'm sure that the rent is high there on the Embarcadero. And, if you don't have customers, you can't keep it.
Right, exactly.
But I'd recommend, next time there's Cayucos, there's Cambria, and up north, about 4 miles north of the what's his name's castle, Hearst Castle, which I think is pretty dilapidated these days. I would pass by that for now. 4 miles on the other side is the Elephant Seal Rookery, the only one on this coast, and I think the only one in the United States, and they go between there and Japan and back, and some of the big boys, they're like 5,000 pounds or more, so they even had me beat.
Oh, yeah. They had you beat, huh?
Yeah, they had me beat when I was thick. And
you're still 100 pounds less, all right? 100 pounds less now.
But it's worth a visit in San Luis Obispo. There's a place called Junk Girls that has all kinds of trash for sale that we've got our backyard festooned with, and lots of restaurants there too, and Boo Boo Records, because record place, and they know me at Boo Boo also. Okay. So you know what? I'm really glad you were able to come on, and we'll have you on again with the old man, because you're just a kid. And I really appreciate the time you spent with us. I appreciate your friendship also. But we got to go to break, and I'll talk to you soon. And say hello to your father, okay? And the rest of you,
we'll get him on next time.
We'll be back after the news and a few other things. Take care of yourself, okay? Talk to you soon.
All right, Jane. Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.